huge amount of change happening over the past couple of years in this South Austin zip code. Let me tell you about it. We're talking about 78745, which is my personal favorite because we live there and we've been able to watch it very close hand over the past few years. We actually shot a video on this zip code about four years ago that we recently came across and realized it was completely outdated because the area has changed and grown so rapidly over the past couple of years. So we decided we would reshoot that video and show you what it's like now and also show you the way it's changed. So in talking about 78745, we're talking about all right, 78745 is right below 78704, which has long been heralded as like the quirky hotspot of South Austin and the spot that everybody wanted to be, the spot where the growth was happening the fastest. But now I would venture to say 78745 is the new 78704. So 04 goes from the river down to 290, and then 45 is from 290 down to Ditmar. So it's just south of 290. It's bordered, I think it's bordered by Brody on the west. 35 on the east. So it's just that little chunk. Josh will show you a map. So that's the area that we're talking about. 78745 has been sought out because the lots in there are larger. So the houses in there are like mid-century homes that are on like maybe a fifth of an acre to a third of an acre on average. And so the land value is huge because on a parcel of that size, you can go through and either add an ADU in the back, which is an accessory dwelling unit, like a second house that you can rent out for income, or a lot of investors are scraping the house that's there if it's really old and beat up and putting in 2 units, sometimes 3 units if the lot is big enough, and calling them condos. So as the land value in there increased, which is because we need more housing and more dense housing in Austin, it's just affected everything. So we're seeing appreciation in there that is unbelievable. All right, so 2018, 2019, we were seeing 4% average appreciation in 78745. Austin as a whole was experiencing like 5 to 8% appreciation. So maybe a little bit below average, but pretty basic for this area. And then starting in 2020, it went up to 30% year over year appreciation. That was measured between January and January, right, Josh? Mm-hmm. So 30% from, I guess, 2019 to 2020. Make sure I'm getting that right. Yeah, and then from 2020 to 2021, we saw 24% appreciation on top of that. So values have skyrocketed, and it's really changing the way the area looks because most everything that's in there now has either had a total facelift where it's like you've got old brick or stone that's been painted and new garage doors and new numbers and new roof and new fence and new everything put on the house just to make it gorgeous inside and out. Or you've got it where it's been scraped and now there's condos going in. So even looking back at the video we shot from 4 years ago, the way the neighborhood looks is totally different now. You drive through it now and it's like fancy pants. There's a whole lot of business in 78745 too. The whole shopping center where Central Market is in 45. So that's like at Westgate and 290. There's a movie theater in there and Amy's Ice Cream, and then Central Market itself is amazing. Whole bunch of stuff in there. There's also a Sprouts that's at William Cannon and Manchac. That's awesome. So there's 2 different like really good hubs for groceries. Sunset Valley is at least partially in 4-5. So there's so many restaurants and shopping places in there, including Tarka and Doc's Backyard. Evangeline, I think it may be just outside of 4-5. Awesome Cajun food, Evangeline Cafe, great live music. We've got Radio, Coffee, and Beer, which actually is probably an 04 because it's just over 290, but still right there close in. So a lot of good places, somewhat walkable depending on where you are, but really easy, just neighborhood spots to grow to love and to come to be a regular at. So area just has a whole lot to offer. Our two favorite parks in 4-5 are Garrison Park, which is on Manchac, and then Longview, which is over on, that road is it called Longview Road?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Longview Road. And it backs up to the Stevenson Nature Preserve. So there's a lot of trails back in there for hiking and even mountain biking. There's a good playground, there's a basketball court, there's a place where most people take their dogs off leash. I don't know what the rules are on that technically, but it's a good spot to go and run your dog out in like a big open field. So just a lot of fun things to do in 4-5. And then there's also like a bunch of neighborhood parks and pocket parks kind of sprinkled throughout too. Buying a house in 78745 is super competitive right now because of all these changes and because of the appreciation happening and forecasted to continue. So it can be tricky. Talk with an experienced agent to help figure out some strategies for beating out the multiple offers and for maybe snagging something that would fly under the radar with most buyers.
Keep going.
It's an ice day, and so we're snuggled in, but our kids are beating down the door too. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.